Barbara's up next at 16 degrees, and then I'm going to take it out at 18 degrees before it starts to rain about lunchtime. It's Thursday, September the 22nd, and today, very, very important, very good friend of ours here at Galaxy. I'll tell you more about it right after this.
Galaxy 107fm.
That's right, you're right here at Galaxy 107fm, and today we're very, very happy to have everybody anywhere in the world, everywhere in the world tuning in. It is an absolute pleasure to have you. If you haven't done that before, well, I tell you what, if you want to watch this a little later on over there on YouTube, well, you know what to do. Yes, you do. Sub, thumb, bell, yep, bell, notifications, get epileptic with the thumb, and become part of the family, you know, literally. We call it the noise. Not the Galaxy Army, that's, yeah, you know what I mean, but it is the noise, and it is growing exponentially every day, it really is. So, subscribe, be a part of the game. Couldn't get better, really. And today, we're talking to Pete Wheeler from the band, of course, Durham County, coming out of Ontario. Good friend of ours, and believe me, it's been a number of months since we've caught up. It's going to be, you know, what have you been doing since then? I see that he's built himself a brand new studio, to be very honest with you. But first of all, let me tell you how happy we are to be in association with Rise Up TV. Big record, Sony Music, The Orchard, with Galaxy.
Another indie artist interview brought to you by Galaxy 107fm in association with Rise Up TV, Big Record and Sony Music The Orchard.
Yeah, so nice to have everybody on board. Of course, Dallas Moore's joining us. Nice to have you on board, Dallas. And Tracy Grove is watching as well. Welcome, Tracy. It is an absolute pleasure. Let's get right into it. Let's kick it off with Let's Move. Here's Durham County Band.
Move, let's move. Let the knee drop and let's all find that groove, that groove.
So that gives us a couple of minutes, my bro.
All good. All good. So what's going on? Anything exciting?
Not a lot, really. I'm a little upset with our rugby team.
Well, you know, they come, they go, they win, they lose.
Yeah, believe me.
Tracy.
We're not used to the they lose,
How's
but
things? Caught up with you for a while.
we've been world
Right.
champions for too long, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I don't follow rugby as much, so I wouldn't know as much about it, really.
Right. Well, what is your sport of choice? Oh, you like playing for bullfights?
You got it. You know what? I like watching some sports. Like I don't have a lot of time between my own music, Durham County Band, and a few projects that are coming up that I'll talk about maybe a little, and just life in general. It's like by the time I get to sit down and watch TV, lights out.
You know, I'm kind of the same. I actually haven't seen TV in about 8-9 years. Physical television. I watch everything on the interwebby thing, if you know what I mean. So
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely, yeah.
I gave up on the local bull. You know what I mean? The propaganda
I
stuff.
do.
And how dare somebody else choose what I need to watch? Bugger it, I'll go and find my own entertainment.
Yep. And then what happens? Click, 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 flip, flip, flip. You're flipping for 4 hours, and you never really watched anything. You said 14,000 cat videos, and
Yeah, but you're that much more intelligent about cats.
yeah, I know so much more about cats and
Yes.
how they,
All the best
They
purina
sense.
to buy. Yeah, I get it. I understand. You know, it's a feline thing if you're into that. Really.
Man, I'm always down the rabbit hole. If I click on something, it takes me 3 or 4 clicks, and I'm into something. Wow.
Yeah, believe me, I understand that one too. You can get, wow, your missus could come in and find you doing that too. It could be very difficult. Believe me. Let's go to the desk, bro.
I'm usually geeking out.
let's all find that groove. That groove, it keeps coming, nothing left to prove. That groove, come on, and we walk, let's move. Let's move, yeah, move, let's move. If the needle drop, well, let's all find that groove. That groove, 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 groove. Move, let's move. If the needle drop, well, let's all find that groove. That groove, yeah, it keeps coming, nothing else to prove. To prove, come on, if the needle drop, let's move. Let's move, yeah, move, let's move.
That's right, you're right here at Galaxy 107 FM, and it's a good time to catch up with a good friend of ours. Of course, we're talking to Pete Wheeler from the band Durham County. So, well, let's move. Pete, welcome back.
Well, how's it going?
And not too bad, not too bad. How about yourself? You look like you're progressing there.
I am just chugging away here, having a great old time, pumping out the songs like crazy, and that's kind of where, I've got Durham County Band, and as a band we do a bunch of different stuff, and that song there is, I guess I came out, did you say 3 months ago? About 3 months?
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, so it's been out for about 3 months or so, and all these new opportunities are starting to knock because I finished building this beautiful room a while back, and so I'm able to produce and record and do everything myself here, so I don't have to go run around booking studios and stuff. So it's opened up a whole avenue of cool things that are coming down the line.
You
One
know,
of which you're here.
hey, I got to be honest with you, I'm very, very jealous. I'd like a man cave just like that.
Hey, do you know what? Just next door, like literally through the door, is a full 9.2 theater room, like full Dolby Atmos with a projector 100-inch screen as well. So when we do videos and stuff, we can just walk over there and listen and watch, or if we just get tired, we'll just go and play some video games.
Was it live?
Hold on a minute. Can I get somebody to make me a coffee? My mouth has just gone all dry all of a sudden. This is affecting me. Wow! Loving it. Absolutely loving it. Believe me, Sandy Homer is joining us. Nick Please is watching. Hey, Nick, nice to have you on board, brother man. Nick is with a band coming out of the UK. In fact, out of Leicester, a band called the Heartland Rest Band. And believe me, Pete, absolutely stunning band. They really, really are. And I have a little birdie telling me just maybe they might be signing with a label coming out of Canada.
Oh, very good.
Yeah.
Very good. That's cool.
Yeah, good for
Can't say
each
who, but how much that little birdie really chirped about. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do. I really do. But believe me, he's a very, very, very cool dude in his own right. And of course, his good mate Pete, he's a cool dude in his own right as well. The one thing that Pete and I do have in common, I've got to be honest with you, is he likes Man U, soccer team, as much as I do.
Paul.
Oh, there you go.
Paul, not Pete. Sorry,
Paul.
Yeah, Paul.
Paul to Pete.
Yeah.
Pete, Paul, Mary, all that stuff.
Well,
And a bucket of chips.
the funny thing about Pete, I've got to be honest with you. The funny thing about Paul is back in the day, he's a child actor. He used to be on television, right?
Oh, yeah.
Now, do you know the name Chris Tarrant?
I do not.
Okay, he used to be in a TV game show thing where you could phone a friend, that sort of thing. Very famous Englishman on television, and used to be very good friends with each other.
Very cool.
Yeah, it all happens in the big wide world, I tell you. It really does.
Yeah, for sure.
It's not exactly time well wasted, but, it's something to talk about at least. Now, Pete, you're doing a little bit of solo stuff as much as you do with, of course, Durham County. And believe me, I love Durham County.
Yeah.
Tell me about your solo exploits.
Well, there's always those songs that maybe don't fit with a certain vibe that Durham County Band has. The new one, Time Well Wasted, is one of those songs that I had written, I'm going to say 2016. So So it's been sitting around in my hard drive of ideas for a long time, and it had been changed around in a few different formats and a few different formats, a few different styles. And was at a party maybe, I don't know, 8 months ago, 9 months ago, and ended up running into Gamble the Greedy Grin, who was a friend of a friend, and he was just telling me about some of the rapping he's doing and some of the stuff, and I'm like, well, hey, we should maybe see if we could do something sometime. And that was one of those little seeds that was planted, and it came to fruition when this song came back in, because I had this hard drive full of demo ideas and stuff, and that song popped out, and I went, oh, wait a minute, I got an idea. I hear this in my head already. And so I kind of put together a nice demo of the song, and I called him up and I said, dude, I got this thing, and I know that you're hip hop and all that stuff, but I think you could kill this song. You could kill it. And he's such a genuinely cool person and easy to talk to. We had a conversation and probably went on for far too long. I sent him the song, and I mean, I think he texted me back. If the song's 3 minutes and 30 seconds, the demo that I sent him, he texted me back in 3 minutes and 31 seconds and said, I'm in. Like, I want to do this. So it was cool, and that's the idea was born from that. And he had kind of worked on some different ideas, and he came to the studio here, and he just blew me away. Like, he's such a talent as far as like the things that he does and the way that he just fit right into the track. It was one of those things where, just the hair kind of stands up on you, and it's like, in my head I heard something, and you just made it better. You just made it better, dude, and you killed me. So it was one of those things where it just went like this, and I'm like, I'll give you 2 more verses, man. Let's let's do this. It was cool.
Well, I got to be honest with you, we played it a number of times here, blew up our internet on a number of occasions. It really did. People wanted to know who, what, when, where, how, and when we're doing the interview. It is right now. And believe me, I've got to be honest, it's gaining attraction here at Galaxy. People are starting to really start to identify with it, which is fantastic. It really is. So, here's Pete Wheeler from the Durham County Band and Company. Time well wasted. Oh, hey, thank you. I wasn't joking when I said I needed a coffee, bro.
Well, it's morning, isn't it? What time is it there?
It's 10:30.
Yeah, you're due for a second cuppa.
Yeah,
Heck
absolutely.
yeah.
Hey, do you remember Rolodex? Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
I was talking to a mate of mine the other day, and his kid comes up and goes, what's Rolodex? And I instantly said, those are the wheels you put on your skates?
Did he go for it?
No, he didn't. But I'll tell you what really got us. We get together on a Sunday to play, some pool and shoot the shit and have some beers and stuff like that, right? And there was about 4 or 5 of us guys around. Of course, the ladies were in the kitchen doing their thing, as they do. And
Franco,
my mate's
we must
son
catch
comes out and joins us, and his son comes toddling out and goes, in the middle of the afternoon, goes, Dad, where does poo come from? And we stopped dead. We all looked at him and went, you're going to have to answer this one, right? So, with great debate and with great understanding, we managed to dumb it down and get it out there so that the kid could understand. I mean, he's only 3 years of age, right? So we went through the whole digestive system, the whole deal, right? And the poor little bugger's standing there looking very, very confused. And at the end of it, his father says to him, so have you got any questions? And the kid looks at him and goes, Antigua?
What?
Antigua?
Antigua?
Tigger,
Yeah.
Tigger,
Pooh and Tigger, don't
Pooh
you know
and
that?
Tigger.
I got it. And Eeyore.
Yeah. Can you imagine
Yeah,
how
that's-
stupid we all felt?
Yeah, that'd be one of my answers that I'd probably give too.
Yeah.
Going down the rabbit hole on that one.
Hey, listen, I went down to the pub the other day, and I haven't been down for a while. And the barman says to me, "You used to come in and play pool and darts with your wife." And I said, "Yeah, but she's getting blunt." He goes, "Hey, they stole the TV." I says, "No wonder you left it where everybody could see it."
That's right. Lock it down.
Yeah. You know, Pete, it's actually been sneaking into my breakfast show just recently, I got to be honest with you, so I'm expecting it to pick up a lot more momentum. I'm absolutely loving that.
Oh, I'm hoping it will. I mean, the big thing is for people to remember that it's solo, so you have to look, if you're looking for it anywhere besides, of course, here, it's Pete Wheeler. So it's Pete Wheeler on Spotify, Pete Wheeler on YouTube, and you can go to Durham County Band website, and it just runs you off. You can click to go to some of the Pete Wheeler stuff, and you can hear the other original, solo track, Just Ain't True. You can hear those on all of those different iTunes and all the places. But you got to look for Pete Wheeler and not for Durham County Band, because it'll be hard to find.
Just a little bit, I've got to be honest with you. George Prophet is joining us. Nice to have you back, Mr. Prophet. Looking forward to hearing your new work in the near future as well. And Nick Plews says, get a decent cup of English Yorkshire tea down you. I'm a coffee guy. I don't drink tea. Barbara is the tea person, literally. And Gummy, really? I like.
We'll have to get her take on it.
Yeah, I kind of like dry shirts, to be honest with you. I don't want one down me, to be honest. But I get it. I understand. Believe me, my friend, I am absolutely loving this. But do we have anything new in the future?
Oh, yes, so much. That song was so much fun to do with Gamble the Greedy Grin. Greedy and I have been talking and throwing ideas back and forth, so there's definitely going to be a follow-up for that. For you guys, for sure, this is kind of your summer anthem, because you guys are coming into summer right now, and it's really a summertime anthem. That's what the song is all about, right?
Well, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, we even say that we play tomorrow's music today. Yes, you're right. We are coming into summer. In fact, we put our clocks forward midnight Sunday, midnight Saturday night, Sunday morning, something like that. So, you know, and surprise, surprise, we've actually got a long weekend this weekend. The government's bestowed us a free Monday off in commemoration, of course, for the Queen. What's happened there?
And what better thing to do than get wasted?
Well, it won't be time well wasted. Let's put it that way. It'll be more. It'll be more time laxing back. To be honest, I don't get many days off, and I'm going to make most of this one.
I would not waste that free day. I would not. I recommend everybody just crank the tunes and do what you do.
You never know. You never know. I might go fishing in the dark or something funny like that. You know.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Well, yeah, we got that going on. Bronson's coming in, I think, later next week. We've got a couple of songs that we've worked with him doing some vocals, and I'm really looking forward to getting those out there under the Durham County Band stuff, because his vocals just need to be heard. The guy is just, he's butter. Butter! And it just so happens that all the songs that we put out, like when we do it in Durham County, you put the song together and everybody kind of takes a crack and sings it and stuff like that. And then everybody kind of picks who's gonna do the lead vocal. And so far, most of the ones that have come to the surface have been me. And that's not really what I wanted to happen, but that's what's happened so far. But yeah, he's coming in the next week or so, and we're going to do a couple of tracks and see which one sticks there. And we've been tossing around ideas. Him and I are going to a luthier school, so we're learning how to build guitars together. I've always set up guitars and done all that stuff for friends and myself and stuff, but now we're actually, the pair of us are in there and learning how to do it the right way, which is really kind of cool.
Now, Philip from Ontario, he's saying to me, Grant, how do I get hold of Pete if I need to get some work? Give us a plug, Pete. How do we do this?
Best place to get a hold of me, DurhamCountyBand.com. Get a hold of me there. There's an actual form you can just fill out, but there's a website. The info at Sonica Disturbia. I won't spell that out, but it's right there on the website, and that'll take you directly. You can get a hold of me directly right through there, for sure.
Now, how the heck did you come up with that name?
Well, it's not very well known, but I worked in film trailers and music for film and TV for many years. And I did my own music productions and stuff like that, and licensing and stuff and sync for film and TV. And the kind of music that I was doing at the time was definitely different than this. And when it came to coming to finding a name, it was really about, well, what do I do? Well, I manipulate sound. I always work with samples and different kinds of sounds and trying to make something that's a little different than what people were doing. So I'd have like this real heavy hard rock kind of thing with an orchestra coming in. And so one thing led to another, and then I don't know exactly where the cap popped off the top of my head, but it came in. I disturb the sound waves. I change them. I manipulate them. I disturb the sonics. Oh, Sonica Disturbia. And that's sort of where that came from, is that whole kind of concept of trying to come up with something that's unique and different, and yet has something to do with what it is that I do. And that name stuck. So even doing what I'm doing now, it's still Sonica Disturbia, and the studio is SD Tunes, and my production company is SD Tunes, so it's all kind of under the same umbrella.
Now, you see, folks, if you see the SD on the door, that explains everything. If you're asking yourself, what does it stand for? Bingo, you got it right. At the same time, of course, heavy rock bands, heavy metal bands, and orchestras. Metallica did that once upon a time, didn't they?
Yep, long after I did it. No, I'm kidding. I don't know. I don't know. I'm just full of,
Now,
I couldn't tell you the timeline on that one.
Well, Roger Dale Snyder is watching from Jacksonville. Nice to have you on board, Roger. I hope that little incident at the school in Jacksonville has been sorted. I think that was yesterday. Louise Ludat is joining us as well. Nice to have you on board. But we are, unfortunately, going to have to wrap this up right now. We do have other things that we've got to do. Unfortunately, we would chat to Pete Wheeler all day about his music if he would let me bore him. But never mind. We've definitely, well, unfortunately, we're constrained by time right now. So we've got to move on. But Pete, so looking forward to catching up with you again in the near future. And looking forward to new music. It's really exciting.
I have got, I'm working with a girl named Bria. And we've got 2 songs that are pretty much finished, and they sound amazing. I'm really stoked to get these out there, so we'll definitely be talking really soon. She's just a ball of energy and so cool to work with, and so talented. It's going to be great to get that out there. So the first one's a duet that her and I are going to do. It's going to be, it's under her, but her and I are working on it, and yeah, it's going to be cool. You're going to dig it.
Now, tell me, did she come out of New York?
No.
Okay.
She's from the States, and she's come back to Canada for one thing after that. It's the same stuff. It's just like when I met Gamble, I was just at a party and a get-together, and one thing leads, and then it's all of a sudden click. And it's the same with her. She knew somebody who knew somebody, and I knew somebody, and we got together, and it was so cool because all of our musical influences just go like this. It's just like it's a weird connection of eclectic kind of different music that makes us click. And these first few songs are going to be killer, and I can't wait to see what the heck we come up with for later down the road. It's going to be so much fun.
You know, that's really got me excited. It really is. The reason why I asked if she was out in New York is actually we do have a young lady by the name of Bria that we are promoting here at Galaxy as well. And it's an unusual name. When somebody says that, well, you know, you don't get too many Brias happening.
Yep.
Especially in the music industry, you know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely.
So, lucky you. Lucky you. I'm looking forward to this. I really, really am. But unfortunately, Pete, we have run out of time. Hang in there. You know what we're going to do next, right?
Silly pictures?
Yeah, something like that. Either that or we're going to play darts.
Okay.
Yeah. Fair enough. Lawn darts. Let's do it. It is 19 away from 11 o'clock and 16 degrees downtown. Weatherman's winning right now. No, Barbara's winning right now.
Yes.
Way, okay, I stand corrected. Thank you. Mine's next at 18 degrees. It's going to get there Thursday, September the 22nd. Thank you for joining us. Let me tell you how happy we are to be in association with Rise Up TV, Big Record, Sony Music, The Orchard, here with Galaxy.
Another indie artist interview brought to you by Galaxy 107 FM in association with Rise Up TV, Big Record and Sony Music The Orchard.